dear hearts, it's me. And this is a great lesson. It is a lesson of choosing, of choice. And we know with the course, we can always choose again. So I chose to be here today. It is lesson 210. Good morning, dear hearts. Please subscribe. I'm not a body. I'm free, for I am still as God created me. I love that celestial earworm. I really do. And the more I say it, the more it just seems this is the natural part of who I am. This is the truth. I am free and I am as God created me. And I truly am happy to know I am not a body. So today's lesson is I choose the joy of God instead of pain. And isn't that a wonderful choice? I choose what is true instead of what is false. Banging going on around here. Instead of what is false, I choose that. I choose truth. I choose what is real. The lesson 190. I'm going to go back to the original lesson, the long form of it. And it told us that pain is a wrong perspective. It's not a fact. Pain is but witness to the son's mistakes in what he thinks he is, but not what he is. And then we have this wonderful syllogism in this lesson that if God is real, there is no pain. But if pain is real, there is no God. There is no God if there is pain. And I choose that God is real. And then we're told what we have known for a long time, that it is only our thoughts that cause us pain. There is nothing outside of us. It is an inside job. I love that. I love that. And I'm seeing other teachers now referencing that. I think even Marianne Williamson, that, yeah, it is. It's an inside job. And we've known that for a while now, haven't we? And since my thoughts are the only thing that cause me pain, and the only one that those thoughts can affect are me, because no one else is thinking what I am thinking. And it tells us that the world may seem to cause us pain, and yet the world is as causeless and has no power to cause. And we're told that pain is illusion, joy, reality. Pain is but sleep. Joy is awakening. Pain is deception. Joy alone is truth. So I choose the joy of God instead of pain. And it's really a very easy choice to make today or any day. I choose the joy of God. Now, before we get into the wonderful prayer that we're given in this lesson, I want to remind everyone, not everybody, but everyone, that we are practicing 15 minutes at least in the morning and the evening, and hourly we are saying that I choose the joy of God instead of pain, and we are reminding ourselves that we are not bodies, that we are free, and we are still as God created us, me. And then, should anything come to tempt us to think differently, we have been given this wonderful proclamation that says, this thought I do not want. I choose instead. I choose instead. I choose instead. I choose God instead of illusions, instead of the ego. But going back to today's lesson, it says, pain is my own idea. I thought it up. No one else did. It's an inside job. Pain has come from my mind. And it is not a thought of God, but one I thought apart from Him and from His will. In previous year's lessons, I reminded everyone that, the phrase that's on my business card a Janetism, that you are either a part of God or apart from God. And this is not a thought of God, but one I thought apart from God, and from him and from his will. His will, God's will, is joy, and only joy for his beloved child. And that I choose instead of lawnmowers, and that I choose instead of what I made. And yeah, I made lawnmowers. I made all that noise out there. But that noise that seems to be out there, that's probably coming really from in my mind, but it gives me the opportunity to choose quiet instead of noise. It gives me the opportunity to choose the joy of God instead of pain. And of course, we close our lesson as we began it with, I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. And we are taking the responsibility of this choice. And we were told that it is indeed our responsibility, that we are responsible. Back in chapter 21 of the text, that I am responsible for what I see. I am responsible for what I think. I choose the feelings I experience, and I decide. I decide upon the goal I would achieve. And everything that seems to happen to me, I ask for and receive exactly as I have asked. Exactly. That's exactly how I will receive everything, as I have asked. But this again is a day of choice. This is a day of liberation, really, because we are choosing the joy of God instead of pain. It's one more step in our prison break from the chains and the bondage of the ego. So what are some of our choices? Well, I choose joy instead of pain. I choose truth instead of illusions. I choose love instead of fear. I choose abundance over lack. And I choose God over the ego. And I choose to be a child of God and not a body. Those are my choices for today. And I have been given mighty companions to be with throughout this day and every day. So join with me and choose the joy of God instead of pain. And remember to say as many times as you can, to form those neural pathways, I am not a body, I am free, for I am still, continue to be, and quiet and tranquil as God created me and you. So that's it for today, for this pop-in, and there might be one or two more before we complete this review. We are halfway through the review. We are at lesson 210. We go to lesson 220, and then we have new lessons. So I will possibly see you again soon. In the meantime, please like, please share, please subscribe, please smile, please take in a deep breath and release everything that does not align with the joy of God, and pray that all minds, we exclude no one, all minds have the joy of God and the love of God dawn upon them today. Namaste.